Alrighty, so it's been a while since I've done a bundle review, and I don't really normally do these, but because of the new year, there are a bunch of decent, maybe not decent, but there's a bunch of new bundles out for, 2022 and everything, so I kind of want to just look over them and sort of give my own personal opinions, so take it with a grain of salt. This is just my own outlook on each of the bundles and everything like that. Before we do get started, there is one bundle that I have already purchased, so it actually does not show up on the list anymore, and it was I'm pretty sure it was only $4 US, and it was like you get 5 diamonds and 2,022 anvils because of 2022, and I was working on a lot of gear and stuff like that, and honestly $4 for 2,000 anvils I thought was a really good value. So you get a couple of gems with it as well, so I would definitely say that bundle, if you have $4 on your Google Play account or iPhone or whatever they use. I don't use iPhone, but whatever on your Apple Store, if you have the credits or anything like that, or you're just willing to pay $4, I do think that bundle was actually worth getting, just because it's super cheap. So going over the rest of the stuff, we can go ahead and start with the Hawk Pass, I guess. This the Hawk Pass really doesn't have as much as I used to like in the Hawk Pass. You used to get at least 30 diamonds, but now they have sort of lowered it down to you get 20 diamonds, you get the one at rank 20, and then you get the one once you reach rank 25. And they kind of just, the whole value is the Hawk Pass points, which is fair because honestly the Hawk Pass points do come in handy a lot. If you want to, you can look at the actual Hawk Pass store itself, and I mean, you get some pretty decent stuff out of it. There's a lot of UR costumes and like different kinds of pieces and stuff like that you can get that end up being pretty nice because UR outfits on their own are 30 diamonds a piece. So if you buy the Hawk Pass and you rack up on a whole bunch of Hawk Pass points, you can definitely get your values worth. But I definitely think that the Hawk Pass is something that's a little bit more situational. If you've bought the Hawk Passes in the past maybe, and there's a character that they just came out with a new outfit for example, the newest outfit that they just came out with was for Elat. If you like Elat and you want outfits for her, then by all means go for it. Or if you need outfits, if you need the costume set for Magelda or Easton of Authority, the new Easton, Awakened Easton, it has a costume on sale as well. If you need costumes for those characters, there's definitely a lot of value to get there. I personally already had enough Hawk Pass points from the previous one where I didn't really feel like I needed to buy it this time around. I could potentially buy it to sort of get ready for whatever the next Hawk Pass is going to be, because there might end up being like maybe a chef's outfit or some sort of special Hawk Pass outfit for the new Meliodas that just dropped, because they normally, for festival units, they'll either do like a seasonal outfit or like a Hawk Pass outfit to sort of give them their fifth and final cosmetic piece that they're sort of lacking on. So I mean, I could potentially just use the Hawk, like I could buy this Hawk Pass right now and sort of future-proof myself for whatever the next stuff is, but more often than not I really don't care at the time, and I'll just probably end up waiting. I'll see how many Hawk Pass points I can rack up at, just with the regular free-to-play one, and then if I need it, I'll buy the next one. So it's not something that I really want to buy all the time. They have just recently made it to where if you buy multiple Hawk Passes in a row, that you get like increasing rewards or something like that. It stacks up to 3 times or something. I don't know. The Hawk Pass really isn't something that I think is that crazy. Like, it's a pretty decent value. It's only $8, so it's okay. It just depends on what kind of situation you're in and whether or not you want the extra materials and stuff like that out of it. But I don't know. It's okay. It's not something that I buy every single time, but it is something that I buy every now and then whenever I need it. New Year Special Diamond Bundle 1. So this is obviously a big one because it is $80, 80 US dollars, which in my opinion is way too pricey for any bundle in a gacha game. I have bought an $80 bundle before, but it was a long time ago, and I was like really in need of diamonds for a specific banner that was coming up or whatever. If you really think you need diamonds, I mean, there's a decent bit of value here, I guess, but $80 is just, for me personally, $80 is too much to spend on a phone game, so I don't really ever think that these are really that great of value, like just because I would look at it after I spent $80 on it and be like, wow, I really just spent $80 on a game in one purchase too. That's not, like, if I can rack up on a whole bunch of different stuff and get $80 worth, that's fine, depending on how good the value is, I guess. But for me personally, $80 in one purchase is just too much for me. I don't like buying stuff like this. It just rubs me the wrong way, kind of. But if you think that it's good value and you need diamonds quick, obviously it's there. Get it if you need it. The second bundle, pretty much the same thing, except that it's $40 and you get 150 diamonds. So it's legitimately just a half bundle kind of deal. You pay half the price, you get half the diamonds. Pretty much that, plain and simple. I don't know. I mean, obviously 150 diamonds doesn't get you as far as you would want it to sometimes. Like 150 diamonds is only what, like 5 pulls or something, because it's 30 diamonds per pull. So it's not gonna get you as far as you would want it to, maybe. But it is what it is. If you're in a pinch, if you're really close to hitting the pity on a banner or something like that, and you need this 150 diamonds or whatever, by all means grab it if you need to. But most of the time, I honestly recommend, if you're gonna buy diamond bundles, buy the weekly and monthly packs. I say it pretty much every time I do a bundle review, but these have such good value if you're willing to wait for the diamonds. Like if you know stuff is going to be coming up in the future that you're really interested in, it's a good time to start working on getting those things, so that way they'll rack up over time. Whenever whatever you want comes out, you should hopefully be prepped for it. Like specifically, a lot of people have been waiting for Mayel to come out. If you want to, because we don't know exactly when he's coming out, if you want to buy monthly and weekly bundles, so that way you can sort of prep to get him, I definitely recommend going that route over buying these expensive one-time bundle things. But just my personal opinion. The 2022 costume enhancement bundle. So this is 300 of each costume enhancement bundle or material, which is honestly a lot. Like, it would take a ton of grinding in the game to get this much. Personally, I normally don't buy bundles unless it's just like insanely good value for stuff that I can just get in game, because although yes, it would take a long time to grind all this stuff out, I'm not always really hurting for costume enhancement materials. I try to sit on like a stack or two of each one of them as I play the game, so that way if a new hype character comes out, I can max out their costumes and stuff like that if I can. I try not to invest into SSR outfits and stuff like that as much as possible, so that way I can save up on these and not be completely at a loss when I need them. That being said, I think this is a pretty okay deal. $24 seems a little steep for me personally, but if there's a lot of characters you want to invest into, say you've got a couple of festival units that you need to invest into, you want to get all of their UR outfits and stuff like that maxed out. The new Meliodas is out. King just came out not too long ago. You could definitely buy this and max out some costumes, or say there's a bunch of support characters that you need to get their CC higher up and everything like that. This is obviously a good bundle to get in that situation. But for me personally, I'm not going to be buying this just because I don't need it enough. I'm not desperate enough to get this. But I could definitely see where the value is there if you want it. This next one, the 2022 pendant bundle, is actually pretty decent. This is an $8 bundle. You get 10 diamonds, which isn't a lot, but I mean, hey, 10 diamonds is 10 diamonds, and you get 50 SSR pendants, which honestly, if you think about it, it's not too much. I think if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure it's like 21 pendants is what it takes to get an SSR level 50 character all the way up to level 90. I think it takes 21 pendants. I could be wrong on that, so don't quote me. But yeah, honestly, $8 for 50 pendants, that's a little over 2 characters completely maxed out, which doesn't sound like a lot, but these pendants can be a real pain in the ass to sort of farm out and stuff like that, because it's just kind of like an RNG drop that you get from doing Fort Solgris, or they have to be doing a village donation event, or whatever the case may be. So sometimes it's really hard to get these, and if you have bad luck, you might be really hurting for these. So $8 for this isn't honestly terrible. I'm sitting on a decent amount of pendants at the moment, so I don't feel compelled to buy this, but if I was super short on them, honestly $8 I would be willing to buy that. Enhancement Boost Selection Bundle. I've never bought one of these selection bundles, but I think that they're kind of interesting, I guess. I don't personally like them as much, but they give you at least a decent little option. You basically, these are all of the items that you can choose. It looks like all of them are the exact same. So you can basically, you get 30 diamonds out of it. You choose any 3 of these rewards for each of the slots, and then you pay $24 to get it, and you can buy it up to 5 times. $24 seems pretty steep to me, especially the fact that you are getting, this isn't like a huge quantity of anything. Like 20 enhancement stones isn't much. That's only 2 UR pieces, which that can be honestly pretty decent. But I don't know. I would never get awakening stones. I just if you play the game each week and you do like half stamina and stuff like that most of the time, and you get a decent amount of gear and you're breaking it down more often than not, I feel like you'll end up getting these enhancement stones without having to worry about buying them or anything like that. UR stones, they're a little bit more limited. I can get that, I guess. Anvils you get at a pretty decent rate, especially with events and stuff like that, but sometimes they can be a little bit hard to get, or maybe you just blow through them too fast and you need more. I can get that, but I don't know. Personally, I don't like these bundles. I just don't feel like you're really getting that much out of it. But then again, I mean, it's not like super expensive, but this is in the realm of like a bundle where it's just overpriced enough to where I'm like, I'm good. I don't really want to buy that or anything like that. So I think this is another selection bundle. It is pretty much the same deal with this one. I don't really have anything else to say. These are demon materials. Honestly, if you're in a decent knighthood and you're gaining enough knighthood coins and stuff like that, going into the knighthood shop and buying those little demon foods and stuff like that, so you get double demon rewards, you'll get these demon rewards so fast now. It's not even really a big issue. So even the Belmoth, they literally cut the Belmoth limit in half, which is kind of dumb, because honestly I think more often than not you'll want Belmoth materials more than the other 3. But yeah, I don't know, you can craft these now. The 5 pendants really isn't anything too crazy, so this one, I think this one's even worse than the other one. I wouldn't buy this at all. I think we've already talked about the Rosvelgar bundles and stuff like that in a previous bundle review, if I'm not mistaken. This $7 one is okay, I guess, if you really just don't want to grind out the blue stones and stuff like that, but all of this stuff can be grinded out in game, so I don't recommend it. And then these other 2 are just crazily overpriced. If you bought both of these bundles together, you still would be 1 win token away from, or I think it's 2 win tokens away from even crafting a holy relic. So do not recommend this. These are just awful. Don't recommend it unless you're just big whaling. You're trying to get holy relics as fast as possible. Maybe you just made a holy relic and they just announced the new Lolly Merlin holy relic, and you're like, God, I gotta have that. Then maybe if you just have like $110, $120 just sitting around, but no, don't recommend that one at all. Limit break bundle, all of this stuff is pretty easy to get, and for $24, that's kind of steep. I wouldn't recommend it. The step up bundles are okay if you're really in a pinch and you need diamonds, but I still think the value on those is kind of bad, kind of crappy. Starter gold bundle, 99 cent. You only get 100,000 gold. If it was like 1,000,000 gold, I would say maybe it's worth it, but so much stuff costs like 1,000,000 gold now, like costume enhancing costumes with costume enhancement materials, making UR gear, a whole bunch of stuff costs so much money now. This is nothing. This is just honestly so bad. And 5 stamina pots, that's, I mean, if you're summoning in the game and you have, if you're not completely wasting your silver coins and stuff like that, you shouldn't have to worry about this bundle at all, even if it is only $1. Terrible, just awful. And then we have the last one right here, which is the new starter bundle 3. Don't really recommend it. 30 diamonds is okay, I guess. It's $24, and the big thing is that you get a hero selection ticket, but all of the units on this thing are so old and so bad. It's just awful. I mean, just so bad. The only unit on here that would be like maybe even worth it is maybe Green Escanor if you don't have him, because he's not a coin shop unit or anything. I mean, I know that he used to be kind of like readily available. He might not be as available nowadays if you like just started playing the game. He hasn't been on a banner or anything like that in a while. But I don't know, he's not, he's definitely a little outdated. You can still use him for some stuff. Maybe Green Deanne, because she's a decent taunt unit for the bird if you don't have Matrona or something like that. But yeah, pretty awful. Don't recommend buying this one either. Just the hero selection is really bad. As I say in all of these, if I really wanted to recommend you any of these, I definitely recommend the monthly and weekly subscription bundles. They just have so much value in them for, the price that you get. Just like I said, you have to wait for the materials. It's not an instantaneous thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The only reason I wanted to make this video specifically is because I'm pretty sure on the part 2 of the New Year's Festival they're going to be bringing out new bundles as well, so I'm planning on doing a review of those as well, because I'm pretty sure they're going to have a counterpart to the Anvil bundle that I bought, which is going to have 100 hammers in it, and then I think 5 diamonds as well. And 100 hammers is pretty dope, honestly. Like, getting hammers is really hard to do on already, and just for $4 getting 100 of them is pretty good value. So that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to go over. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any opinions or anything like that, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. But like I said, just personal, you know, me using my own money and everything, so take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.